Hey guys, so today I just wanted to show you guys some Thunder Dragon combos going into Master Rule 5 and some things that I discovered recently that I think is going to push the deck forward quite a lot. And what I'm talking about here is this really old card from back from Synchros that I really haven't seen anyone talking about, but I feel like this card is pretty incredible in our deck because things like hands like these, where you have any other two cards that really doesn't start a play for you, or where you're in a situation like Luna where you're going to only end up with I'd say like 3 Thunder Dragons in grave, so you end up having to shuffle everything back, things like that. You're going to actually have a way to work around that and also establish a stronger board than ever before. Now, this also applies for hands like this, where you have your Hawk, your Roar, and you have your Egg, and you have like 2 other cards, where it's just really not like a big follow-up play for you to make. Just very like awkward hands like that. And the card that we're talking about today is Quick Draw Synchron. And we're also going to talk about the spell card tuning that's going to let you search your Quick Draw Synchron. Now, I want to show you guys the combos that I've come up with for this deck, and also a few other things that really don't even involve this card. But it's really interesting what this card allows us to do, because we can make some pretty insane boards. So to start off, you're going to summon your Batteryman Solar right over here in the corner. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Okay, it's right on camera, right in the corner there. And you're of course going to send the one and only Thunder Dragon Roar to the graveyard. Now, once he's in the graveyard, we're not going to do anything big yet. We're going to send our Thunder Dragon, and we're going to need to add both copies. I know normally you only add the one at a time, but for this combo, we're actually adding both of them. Now, from here, you are going to want to banish your Thunder Dragon Roar to summon your Luna the Dark Spirit. Just any dark monster, special summon Luna. Now, because your Roar is banished, you're going to summon your Thunder Dragon Dark from your deck. This gets you a level 5 non-tuner monster, Dark Thunder. And because you summoned a Thunder, you must activate the effect of Batteryman Solar and summon your Batteryman Solar token. We're going to put it right over here. Next up, what we're going to do is discard one of our Thunder Dragons, send that right into the grave, and summon your Quick Draw Synchron. Now, the board that we currently have is a level 4, a level 1 token, a level 5, a level 5 tuner, and another level 4. What we're going to do is not synchro summon. We're going to tribute a level 5 tuner and a level 5 non-tuner to meet the summon conditions of Ultimaya Tzolk'in. So, for those of you who don't know what this card does, give me one moment, I'm going to read this. This card is originally treated as a level 12 monster. Cannot be synchro summoned. It must be special summoned from your extra deck by sending 2 level 5 or higher monsters you control at the same level to the grave. Tuner and non-tuner. Now, that's his summon condition, so it's not a synchro summon. I have heard people say that with Quick Draw, you can't make Tzolk'in because of Quick Draw's restrictions, but that actually does not apply. You can make Tzolk'in with your Quick Draw. So next up, you're going to activate your Thunder Dragon Dark. This adds your Thunder Dragon Fusion. Now from here, you're going to want to take your level 1 Light Thunder token and your Batteryman Solar and make a Link 2. Getting you to your Union Carrier. From here, what you're going to do is activate your Union Carrier, targeting the Tzolk'in. So Tzolk'in, we are going to equip with Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. Now, as long as this card is equipped to a monster, your opponent cannot special summon from the extra deck. Now, the reason that we have to do it here is because when you control a level 7, or I believe it's a level 7 or 8, cannot be targeted for attacks or card effects if you control any other synchro monster. So as long as there's another Synchro monster on your field, you cannot target him with card effects or attacks, neither can your opponent. So now we're going to set our Thunder Dragon Fusion. This will trigger the effect of Ultimate Tzolk'in. The card reads, when you set a spell or trap, you can special summon a level 7 or 8 Synchro Dragon from your extra deck. We're going to summon Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Next up, activate your Fusion, returning your Thunder Dragon Roar, and 2 regular Thunder Dragon. You can actually then just discard the Thunder Dragon in your hand, and then the one that you add, just so you have 2 more Thunders in your grave, so your hand is just a Thunder Dragon. And then you make your Titan. Now, unfortunately, the Titan is not live, but the field that we're looking at is a Monster Negate and Destroy, and a Floodgate, preventing our opponent from summoning from their extra deck. Now, keep in mind, we are also still playing Pure Thunder Dragons, so next turn you have all your Pure Thunder Dragon plays. If your opponent doesn't just scoop up to this board, or if they somehow manage to break it, you can still just banish your Fusion, search your duo, do all sorts of combos from there. So this is just the first of several combos I want to show you guys. The next combo will still involve Ultimate Tzolk'in. So if you open a hand like this, so in this type of scenario, your Hawk is actually very important still, and your Quick Draw Synchron is still going to be able to fix this hand. Because say you have, once again, you have any other card, say you open a second Roar, a second Matrix, or a second Hawk, you just open something that's really not helping you at the moment. You don't have a very powerful normal summon in Matrix, but you can still make your plays. Now, the reason being is Quick Draw Summon condition is to discard any monster in your hand. So we're going to be able to put Roar in our graveyard, and then we summon our Synchron. From there, you activate your Hawk, you get back your Roar, and you summon your Egg. This can be any card, as long as it is a Dark monster or a Thunder monster, so you can make your Union Carrier. This can be any normal summon in your entire deck, and every normal summon in our deck should meet that stipulation. Aloof is Dark, Solar's Light and Thunder, Egg is Light and Thunder. So we're going to link 2. From here, we can get into our Union Carrier, or we can go into our cross sheet. But for the sake of the combo, we're just going to make the Union Carrier. Now, we're going to be able to activate the effect of Thunder Dragon Roar, getting us to our Thunder Dragon Dark. And of course, we activate the Egg. So it would be Chainlink 1 Roar, Chainlink 2 Egg. Not many people are going to ash your Egg. Now once again, you have 2 level 5s on the field. Send those to the grave. And you summon your Ultimate Tzolk'in. Keep in mind this is Master Rule 5, so you can summon to any zone that you want to summon in. And you're going to get the effect of your Thunder Dragon Dark. This will, of course, add to your hand your Thunder Dragon Fusion. Once again, you just set your Fusion, you get your Crystal Wing, you use your Fusion. It's pretty much the same scenario, only, of course, I'm just showing that you guys can do this combo with a variety of hands. Now, keep in mind, as I've already mentioned, we're still playing Thunder Dragons. This is still pure Thunder Dragons, so you can still do your Aloof combos, things like that. So, let's say, for example, you have opened your Aloof Lupine and your Thunder Dragon Roar. You have 3 other cards, and we'll talk about those 3 other cards later. They're not too significant. You summon your Aloof and banish your Roar. Now, normally I'm a fan of banishing the Egg to chain block the Roar. We're actually going to banish the Thunder Dragon Dark. The reason being is we also play the Verte Anaconda, so it's actually going to help in the long run to banish in this order. Now, once you banish in this order, your chain links must be Chainlink 1 Roar, Chainlink 2 Dark. The reason being is if they have an Ash Blossom for your Dark, your Roar will still go through, summoning a Thunder Dragon, and from there you can link 2 into Verde Anaconda, send your fusion, make a Titan. So that way you at least have that type of board, but in the event that they don't have any sort of hand trap, they have nothing to stop you, you still get your Thunder Dragon Dark, and you still get your Roar. You summon your egg, you add your fusion. Now from here, you have a Light Thunder and a Dark Beast, so we are going to have to fix that. We're going to link 1. Get your Link Karibo. Then of course you activate the effect of Matrix, adding a Matrix to your hand. And then you're going to go ahead and you can fusion now, or you can fusion later. It doesn't really affect the flow of things. You're going to put back your Dark, your Roar, and your Matrix. That gets you your Thunder Dragon Titan. Now from here, you have a Dark attribute and another Dark attribute, so we can link 2 into the Union Carrier. From here, you can activate the effect of your Union Carrier and equip it, the Titan, with a Thunder Dragon Dark. Now, the reason for this is Union Carrier, whatever monster gets equipped by the effect of Union Carrier, gains 1,000 attack. Now, when you equip it with the Thunder Dragon Dark, this is going to be a deterrent for your opponent to remove your Titan, because once this leaves the field, you get another search. So this will let you search, do your Thunder Dragon Dark search on your opponent's turn again, just like we used to do with Colossus. So this can be destroyed by battle, but you're deterring your opponent from doing so. Now, again, as I mentioned, if the Dark effect gets negated, so you end on your Aloof and your Matrix, you can simply link 2 and summon your Verde Anaconda. Verde Anaconda effect would just dump your Thunder Dragon fusion to the grave, and then you end on the exact same board. You still have your egg in hand, you still have your Titan, you still have your fusion in the graveyard. The only downside to this is you can't summon for the rest of the turn, and you're not going to be able to equip Titan with a Thunder Dragon Dark. Now, let's talk about some very broken hands, very broken combos that we can also do. Oh, here's the tuning that you're going to want to play. This is a, personally I believe it's a 3 of, and you can play Quick Draw Synchron as a 1 or a 2 of. I'm not sure if you want to play it as a 3 of. I couldn't find the 3rd copy myself, so I haven't been able to test that. But let's say you open something like just absolutely broken. We're going to give ourselves the best hand with this deck. So you open something like this. This is your opening hand. This hand is extremely powerful. What we're going to start by discarding the Thunder Dragon and add 2 Thunder Dragon. Very simple stuff so far. From there, you're going to want to normal summon your Solar, effect of Battery Man Solar, of course sending your Thunder Dragon Roar to the graveyard. And now, a lot of you might be thinking it's time to activate Hawk, but what we're actually going to do here, we're going to banish the Roar to summon the Luna. This is going to activate the effect of Roar. So Roar will summon out our Thunder Dragon Dark. Make sure to put your Luna in this zone because we're actually going to do some combos with Cloth Sheep. So if for any reason you link off the wrong card and you still have the Luna on the field, you're not going to want it getting in your way. So we're going to summon Thunder Dragon Dark. The reason that we put this card right there is because it's one of the cards we're just going to get rid of right away. Then from here, you're going to activate the effect of your Battery Man Solar, getting your token. Then we are going to discard to summon out our Quick Draw Synchron. Now what you're going to want to do from here is you're going to take your Luna and you're going to take your token and you're just going to link the 2 away for your Cloth Sheep. From here, you're going to be able to tribute your tuner monster and your non-tuner monster for your Ultimaya Tzolk'in. We're going to then be able to activate the effect of Thunder Dragon Dark, adding, of course, Thunder Dragon Fusion. You will then set the fusion, activating the Tzolk'in, summoning your Crystal Wing. From there, you of course can just activate your fusion now, returning the Thunder Dragon Roar that we banished from earlier, and the 2 Thunder Dragons. The reason that you don't want to return the Dark just yet is because on your next turn you're going to be able to search your duo, and you'll have a target for the Dark attribute required to banish for the duo. You're also, of course, just going to discard the Thunder Dragon in your hand, discard the one that you search, and then just search the 3rd Thunder Dragon. You'll then have Light and Dark in your grave for your duo for your next turn plays. So we're going to Fusion Summon, getting our Thunder Dragon Titan. Now, because we Fusion Summoned, we may get a level 4 or lower monster from our grave with Claw Sheep, so we can summon back Luna, because her summon condition is that she must first be special summoned by her condition. Afterwards, we may bring her back. Now, from here, we have a 1 monster, 2 monsters, 3 monsters, 4 monsters. We're going to link 4 for our Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess. So what we end on here is a 4 monster negate, a Titan that can potentially be live if this is a Thunder Dragon Dark or a Matrix, and a Crystal Wing, negate a monster effect, destroy that monster. So this is also a very powerful board. So, as I mentioned, Quick Draw Synchron really just fixes what this deck does, but there's also all these other options that we have to work with. So in the event that you don't open your Quick Draw Synchron, you can still end on boards where you have your Titan out, you have it protected, and all these combos that I'm showing you guys, you can still use these exact same combos to end on different boards. So you can end on things like your Appaloosa. You can still end on, say, if you're going second, you can still make a Boral Sword. There's all these different combos that you're able to work with going forward. Now, the thing is that we have to consider is instant fusion likely getting hit. So from here, to make out the space for the Ultimaya Tzolk'in and the Crystal Wing, we're going to have to cut the Common Ari attack and the Thousand Eye Restrict, because we're not going to be able to play instant fusion going into the future formats. This is something that a lot of people are speculating. So in the event that these 2 cards don't get hit, and instant fusion doesn't get hit, I hope this video doesn't age poorly. But, you know, if it does, we can still make this extra deck work and still play the Ultimaya Tzolk'in Crystal Wing package. There is definitely just a lot of potential that we have going into the format, going into the future with this deck. But let me guys know what you think about this combo, or if there is any other combos I should look into. I have heard some talk about the Watt archetype, incorporating those cards into the deck, so that sounds interesting. But this is what I feel is the future for Thunder Dragons, Appaloosas, Crystal Wings that protect everything, your Ultimaya Tzolk'in, preventing your opponent from summoning from the extra deck. All these crazy things that we have going on for the deck is where I feel like we're going. But make sure to like the video, subscribe, you know, just this basic stuff like that. Support the channel, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is Toasty TCG signing out.